Da 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 da. There.
Hello, everybody. I hope everyone's having a good day. It is me, your good friend Tagion, and I am here today, joined by my good buddy.
I am certainly not Dax.
That's Dax. It is.
So,
Don't. It
nope.
is. But
Nope.
we are
You have to.
also joined by our other good friend. Calypso.
Oh, hello. I thought you were going to say my name.
Yeah, no. I tried to let it people, but I will say your name next time in case that happens. And we are here today for another podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh Lord, 1 second. Yeah. So guys, we're here to talk about stuff, many things, many things. So yeah, first subject.
Like microscopic things?
No, we're not gonna talk about microscopic things.
Well, you said many things.
Yeah,
like, are we
many
going to talk about a lot of microscopic stuff?
Oh Lord, really? I'm not even. Uh,
You're not even what?
I'm not even. Let's just go. First subject is, of course, games. We are avid gamers. We play a lot of games. And, of course, there's a lot of new stuff. But let's start. Dax, what have you been playing this week?
Warcraft.
Warcraft. Okay. Yeah, they have...
Borderlands 2.
Borderlands 2, yeah.
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
By the way, Doomfist is out.
Doomfist is out.
He's
is.
out on the PTR. And he's punching things.
He looks exciting. Like from everything we've seen, his main attacks, his main everything is just a fist. Like his shotgun, his other shotgun hand it seems to only be filler for when he's punching or smashing things with his fist.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm excited. He looks like he's going to be a really cool character. I know you don't play much Overwatch, Calypso, but yeah, are you interested at all in Doomfist?
Yeah, I mean, I might log on and try him out. His ultimate looks really cool. I watched someone play it and use his ultimate and just destroy everybody.
Oh yeah, that was cool. From what it looks like is even though it takes a small second to when you finally pick the spot you want to drop, it takes a small second to fall down. It looks like no one can see his drop radius, so you have no idea if he's coming for you or not. Yeah, he could drop on you or could drop behind you. You don't even know. You just got to keep moving when you see him.
That's scary.
It is. But he excites me because I think he's just gonna. Well, I don't know. He's gonna be an interesting character. He's gonna be.
There's only one giant disappointment about the single largest disappointment about Doom.
No Terry Crews.
No Terry Crews. We were duped. We were all hyped for the Terry Crews, and then in comes this other guy from probably somewhere over in Africa. He has that really awesome African accent.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I think this makes him more of a menacing. No offense to Terry Crews, but I don't think anybody's ever said, "Hey, Terry Crews is a menacing sounding guy." I don't think anyone's ever said that. They're always like, "He's freaking awesome."
He's from Nigeria, right? So is the voice actor is supposed to fit with his lore.
Yes, it is. The voice actor, is fit more with the lore, which, yeah. If you know anything about the lore, it looks like this is the third Doomfist, the successor. He seems to be one of the major heads of Talon, like one of its leaders. Whereas, like, all the other people of Talon, we have yet... none of them are leaders. Like, Reaper's not a leader, Widowmaker's not a leader, Sombra's not a leader. None of them are leaders. This guy is one of the leaders.
Well, if you listen to what Jeff talked about, it's like a council of people. Entire council of menacing bad guys. Menacing evil villains.
Well, yeah, but he's still one of the major leaders. Like, even if you're none of the other people are on a council. Like, Reaper, none of them are on the council.
Reaper's on the council.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
He's not on
Jeff
the council.
even talked about him. Jeff even talked about him being on.
No, I'm pretty sure Reaper was not on the council.
I think I heard
even
Jeff.
talk about it.
Jeff talked about being on the council, from what I heard.
What?
Ha! Suck it, Trebek.
Fine, whatever. But he seems like a cool guy, so I'm excited about him. But Calypso, what about you? What games have you been playing this week?
I just beat the first Banner Saga. That was pretty
Ooh.
cool.
Yeah, Banner Saga. That's a pretty good game.
It's interesting. I like it's got like an interesting art style. It's like a kind of drawn hand art style, and then like it's like a lot of choice. Like a lot of the game is based on your choices, and sometimes they can be really good, really bad. But it makes for a lot of replayability too.
Oh, cool. Yeah, there's Banner Saga 2 out now as well, right?
And then I think they're making 3, and that's on a Kickstarter.
Well, that sounds good. You gotta get 2 next.
I bought it with the Steam sale. They had the bundle, so I was like, why not?
So is that your next big thing, or you gonna?
I think I might play that, or I also got I Am Setsuna. I've been wanting to play that game and waiting for that to go on sale. So I figured it was on sale for the Steam sale. I figured I might as well buy it since it's usually $40. I think being on sale is pretty good.
Yeah, it does sound pretty good. That's exciting. For me personally, I've been doing my usual thing of Ark, as well as been playing, like Dax said, Borderlands 2. Me and Dax are starting up a playthrough, mostly because Dax has never played all the way through Borderlands 2. He's played some of it, but he hasn't played all of it. And
I got through like I want to say like I don't know, maybe half, because I played.
Dude, you did not even meet Tiny Tina.
I probably did, but dude, it was like when the game first came out. How
There's
many years
no
ago?
way
Like,
you
what,
would
five years ago.
remember. You would remember Tiny Tina. Tiny Tina is the most memorable character in that entire game.
Okay, in that entire game, I played it for maybe like not even 20 hours, and yeah, quickly, easily forgotten.
Let me just say, you gotta enjoy it. It's gonna be fun. You could have spent 20 hours doing randomly nothing. We're gonna have a good time. We're playing that. We're gonna play all the way throughs, and it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, those are the games I've been playing, really. Couple other things that we saw. New Hearthstone expansion was announced yesterday. What was it? Knights of the Northrend? That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, something like that.
But we're going to Icecrown Citadel, where there's going to be what looks to be like a PvE Lich King battle. They're also going to introduce these new hero cards, which replace your hero with a new one, which excites me because they can now make these for other expansions. You know, a new expansion happens. Let's say the Wilds of so and so. Now you have like the Savage Paladin or the Savage so and so. So I'm excited about this new card. What it does is it has an effect, but it also replaces your hero with a new hero and a hero power to go with that hero.
It just lets people get really creative with it too. So we'll probably see some really interesting, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And I think we all have to agree that the scariest thought out of this entire is that the fact that Gul'dan is now a death. He is a Death Knight warlock. He is literally the scariest thing on this planet now.
He is the scariest thing. I cannot deny that. Couple other things. Death rattles are back from what they said, which makes sense. You know, it's another expansion with the undead, so death rattle seems, big. But also, they're adding lifesteal, the keyword lifesteal to it, and I'm like, finally! I've been waiting for lifesteal to come on. Like,
yeah, definitely get a more control meta back instead of the aggro meta with that.
Oh Lord, I would love that. I would love not to have like an aggro meta.
Me too.
Also, it seems to be another what was it this week? Another card game. The Elder Scrolls card game got a new expansion this week. Maybe it was last week, but recently, which was Heroes of Skyrim.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, which they've added a lot of dragons, as well as they've added, of course, the Dragonborn stuff, which seems cool. I've seen a little bit of it, and it seems like an interesting card game. It seems like there's a lot of online card games that are happening, because you have those, you have Gwent that came out, the Witcher.
Oh yeah, I've been wanting to play that.
And that looks fun.
I heard the Witcher one's really well.
Yeah, I've heard it's really well done too. I'll probably be looking at that soon. There's a few of them. Like the card games seem to be like with the Overwatch, the hero shooter. Card games seem to be coming up as one of the next ones. If only Magic the Gathering would figure out, hey, I need to make a free version of this that people can come on and buy cards instead of the Magic.
The silly Xbox games where they even limit the amount.
True, or even Magic
Magic
Online. No offense, Magic Online is just like Magic in regular stores. They don't make it as open as they could have.
It becomes more strict, and you can't see your opponent's face, so you can't play the guessing game.
Yeah, it's if Magic figured out how to do the same thing that all these other card games are figuring out how to do, they could be an online giant as well as a regular, I guess, normal card game, unlike the others. But I doubt that. I feel like they're stuck in their own ways, but. I feel like it's exciting that all these games are happening the way they're happening. Different card games are coming up, and they all seem good. Like none of them seem like too terrible, and they all add a little. Like all of them are similar, of course, because they're card games, but they all add a little different to each of them. So hopefully we continue to see awesomeness like this. But yeah, I think that's it for games. Not much. Any games you guys are thinking about, looking into, hoping for to come out to play?
Ori 2.
Ori 2?
Oh
okay.
yeah, Ori 2.
Yeah, I can't wait for that to come out.
I loved the first one. Absolutely
Yeah, the first one was
loved
really
the first one. Beautiful game.
Yeah, and
I agree.
But they didn't show any gameplay footage at E3. They just showed like a small preview, right? Just wetting your whistle.
But it's gonna be the same. It's the exact same type of game. It's just the story and the puzzles are different. It's really all it is.
Yeah, but still, usually when you see gameplay stuff, you usually know how close they are to finishing it up. But,
we'll probably get it spring of next year.
Yeah. Hoping for the new Borderlands 3 to come out at least next year. But we'll see. So, on to the next thing. Movies. Pretty much, there's two big movies out right now that I think everybody's thinking about. The first one is, of course, Spider-Man. Spider-Man Homecoming. Came out this week.
I've heard lots of good things. In fact,
I have two.
What's good?
You seen it, Calypso?
No, I haven't seen it. That's good. I haven't heard anything, but that's good.
Yeah, I've heard some good stuff. I've heard they brought the Marvel Cinematic Universe to the Spider-Man franchise, which made it awesome. I've just heard all these good things about it. But let's see, was it? Yeah, Tom Holland is playing Peter Parker, who he is the youngest looking Peter Parker we've had so far, which to me is great.
Isn't he British?
Yeah, he is also British, yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Which is awesome to me because if you know a lot about Peter Parker and how he all started, he started as a teenager. he was a teenager. Like, everything he did started as a teenager. He did not grow up. And even though they try to set the stage for all these people to be teenagers, Tobey Maguire never looked like a teenager. Ever. And then, you know, Garfield, sometimes, but he wasn't, like, super young looking. Like, he still looked like he was in his 20s.
You look like you're...
Wait, what?
I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that one.
Okay. But, you know, and that my entire thing was just getting the teenager thing down. And once they get that down, that's all good. Also, it looks like he's going to be using a lot more spider gadgets than the other Spider-Man used, which that's always been a big thing with Spider-Man. Though then again, it could be Tony Stark's doing. But that's always been one of the big things about Spider-Man. He's a freaking genius, like a genius.
It's like on Tony Stark's level genius.
Well, he's close. Yeah, he's close. He made his web spitters as well as the web shooters, not spinners. But he also made the webbing. Like, he made all of that, and he made so many other little inventions. But it looks like his suit itself is going to be made by Tony Stark. It's interesting that at least they're adding him to the universe. So what do you guys know about the villain, the Vulture?
Very little.
Very little. Well, I assume you know very little as well, Dad.
Yep.
Well, the Vulture himself was usually just an old, like, technology guy who made this harness that let him fly around, and he would wear this bodysuit and just fly around. He was an older man, which I think they still did this because they were casting Michael Keaton. But it's always funny. He was just an old guy with a harness that let him fly around. The harness, like, gave him a little bit of strength and a little bit of stuff so he could challenge Spider-Man. But it was always, he just wore this harness and could fly around with this bodysuit. It was fun. It was just funny. But it looks like he's going more technology-wise with, like, a robotic suit. So we'll see. Like I said, like Dax said, he's heard good things. I've heard good things. So I'm excited about the movie. Gonna hopefully see it sometime this week.
Yeah.
You guys gonna see it anytime soon, or?
Hopefully in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I might see it either Sunday or next Friday. Next Friday.
All right. So
maybe
today?
next Friday.
Oh, next Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The other big movie, which was a big surprise to a lot of people because it's new, is Baby Driver.
Yeah, I want to see that movie.
I've been hearing a lot of good things about that movie, and that was just one of those movies that just kind of came out and was like, hey guys, I'm a new movie, what's up? Kind of like, I think, how The Kingsman, what was it?
The Kingsman. Yeah, you're right.
Because the Kingsman kind of did that exact same thing. So, I mean, I haven't seen it, but a lot of friends have just been all, oh my gosh, go see Baby Driver. Oh, okay, why? Just go see it, it's that good. Okay.
Yeah, it got really good reviews.
I've heard great things. And the cast looks great. Like Kevin Spacey, Jon Hamm, Jamie Foxx. Like, the cast is great. I don't know much about the main character. Let's see, Ansel Elgort? Something like that? But yeah, as you guys have said, it seems very, very awesome.
I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot more of him in later movies because of the success of this one.
I will agree. Though I think we'll have to see this weekend. See, the bad thing with Baby Driver is from looking at it, it did beat its budget. It was a $34 million budget, and it's hit $51.1 million. Sadly, sadly last week it had to deal with Despicable Me 3. So, like, that's where all the people with kids went, was Despicable Me 3.
Despicable Me 3.
But yeah, I'm excited about it. I might see it tomorrow. I think I'm gonna wait because I know my father wants to go see Spider-Man because he's a big comic book fan. So I think what I'll do is I'll go see because he can't watch a movie tomorrow. So I think I'll go see Baby Driver tomorrow, and then later this week when I'm off work, go see Spider-Man with my dad. So I'll probably get to see both of these within a little while. I'm excited. I'm really excited because they both seem like really good summer movies.
We have another good movie, or another movie that I'm excited for it. Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets.
Ooh, that looks beautiful. That looks like a beautiful, beautiful movie.
Well, if I remember correctly, the entire the story is like created by the same guy who created the Fifth Element, or
really?
somewhere along.
Yeah, I think I heard that too.
I heard that from somewhere, and I'm not sure how true it is, but it like the aliens look absolutely phenomenal in the movie. They're nothing that you've seen before, even from Star Wars. You're just like, what? Where did these things come from? So I'm excited for that one. I'll probably go see that one opening.
Looking forward to the new Planet of the Apes movie.
Ooh, the new Planet of the Apes movies. I've seen some early reviews, and it's looking like the good third piece of the movie. So, yeah,
that's good. I mean, the other ones were pretty good, so I would hope this one would be good as well.
Yeah, thanks to Planet of the Apes, there's a reason why I'm not in charge of NASA. Because if I was, every time astronauts returned, I'd have all of the landing crew be dressed up as apes.
Meh.
It's good to know.
Just terrible.
See if any of them get the joke. See if any of them get the joke.
I assume some of them at least will. I think you're right. I'm trying to look up Fifth Element here. What year did Fifth Element come out? Oh well, we'll just go back that year. But yeah, so yeah, lots of good movies coming out this summer. I mean, it's a good thing. So that's it about movies. Now let's move on to one of my more favorite things, and that is TV shows. Now, when I say TV shows, I don't necessarily mean you have to watch the thing on TV. It could be Netflix, it could be Hulu, it could be anything that's just, not a movie kind of thing. You know what I mean? Maybe web shows, maybe YouTube channels. Maybe I should even say that. Which, watch our YouTube channel.
Game of Thrones next weekend. Oh my goodness.
Game of Thrones starts next weekend. Yeah, that's gonna be great. Yeah.
All men must die.
So we'll. I am no man. I swear. That needs to be. That
will become a meme through our hands. All men must die. I am no man. What? Just imagine Danny taking off this helmet and just being like, I am no man, and stabbing Cersei in the chest.
Yeah, that would be. I agree. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. As for, let's see, so other TV stuff. Clips, are you watching anything?
Not right now. I do want to watch The Wire.
Oh,
I hear that's a really, really, really good show that I need to watch.
You happen to watch anything, I guess, YouTube related too? That I'll just say TV or YouTube related. Like any good YouTube shows that you've been watching that you enjoy?
I just like to nothing but watching people play video games on YouTube, pretty much.
You're getting into the grind, but fair enough. That is a fun thing. I do enjoy watching some Let's Plays. Very enjoyable. Anything for you, Dax, that you happen to enjoy for TV and or YouTube?
Please, we have as for YouTube,
Yeah.
I just always watch probably my favorite YouTube. Always, I love that Australian. I'd love to meet him someday.
Music.
Muselk.
Music. Okay, whatever. Great Overwatch guy. Plays a few other games and stuff.
He plays other games, mostly Overwatch now. He used to be Team Fortress 2, but him and his friends are just comical and hilarity that they so fun. Yeah, but that's very much it because I don't watch TV.
Okay, guys, then I'm going to shut down this conversation and bring it up to 11 because I'm going to give you guys some recommendations. So, first recommendation, okay, is a show that I have enjoyed and that other people have enjoyed and is on season 2 right now, and that is Preacher. If you do not know what Preacher is, it is based on the comic book series by the same name. Essentially, it is about a man who has attained the power, the voice of God, which means that he can make as long as he uses the power, he can make anybody do whatever he says. And that pretty much anybody. And that includes, maybe not anybody, but most people. Like, there's some magic people that can't be affected and stuff like that. But most people are affected by it, and it's his journey along with his crazy gun-toting criminal on again off again girlfriend, as well as his Irish vampire friend, as they go on a journey across country to find God. And when I say find God, I mean literally find God.
Sounds interesting.
It is. The first season is on Hulu, and it's pretty much they're taking a lot of liberties from the comic book, but it's still a great TV series. The first season seems to be like the first actual comic book, and they stretched it out and added a bunch of other stuff to it. But it's still great. Like if I would recommend it. I would definitely recommend it to anyone to watch. Just the first season on Hulu to see, what it's all about. It's wonderful. It's great. I love it.
Is it a Hulu original series?
No, it is on AMC, I believe.
Oh, okay.
But the first season is free on Hulu, so I would definitely. Second season's going on right now. And it's still getting great reviews. So if you like that cool little, it's a good little series, and I think both of you would actually like the series. I don't know if Dax is ever going to watch it, but
no, probably not.
Recommend it definitely. I'll also I'll come in and recommend anime as well. If you have not watched a certain anime, they have added the Erased series with English dub. Like, it used to just be subtitled, but they finally have an English dub for it. And let me say this, it's also on Hulu, and let me say this, it is an amazing anime. It is pretty much about a guy who goes back in time, to a time when he was younger. Accident, not on purpose, it just, that's what happens. He gets transported to back when he was in elementary school, and he has to figure out who killed his mother, kind of thing. And it's really great. It's a little confusing at the beginning, but it's a really great anime. And they finally dubbed it. It's on Hulu. They're slowly adding all the episodes. Again, if you haven't seen it, it's called Erased. It's an anime on Hulu. I would recommend you go see it.
I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, it was big in 2016, maybe 2015. Really good. I started watching the English version again because I watched it subtitled and I really enjoyed it. I also suggest, Dax, you go freaking watch Mob Psycho 100 wherever you can, because soon One Punch Man Season 2 is coming out. Soon. For we will need to watch it. As for the last thing, YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube, and I watch a lot of stuff that's not necessarily gaming. One of the things I watch that is sort of gaming but isn't is Extra Credit. You guys know Extra Credit, right?
No.
You don't know Extra? Dax, do you know Extra Credit?
Nope, never heard of it.
God, you guys are killing me here. So Extra Credit is a show that dives into how to become a game developer or aspects of gaming and developing of games and stuff like that. It's really cool, a lot of cool little aspects to it. They've also, like within the last couple of years, started doing the thing called Extra History, where they go over historical events. And a lot of historical events that, normal people don't usually go over. Like, a lot of stuff I never learned in history class. Like, the tale of how, if I remember, it was Kamehameha became, sort of the, brought all of the tribes of Hawaii together. And it's the entire story of how he did that and everything he did with it. And that was a really, really cool little story there. They do other stuff, like they recently did one about every single group that was involved in D-Day and what they did. There was also one about the biggest battleship in World War II and how, the entire story about how the British sunk it. They do a lot of good little history stuff, and they go over a lot of very detailed things. So if you're interested in history, if you're interested in game development or anything like that, they're fun. I wouldn't be 100% go to them and be like the main authority, but they give you good hints, they give you good information, and if you love history stuff, they're great. So again, YouTube channel I would recommend, Extra Credit. I think that's them. Let me check just to be sure. I don't want to be wrong and say that they're not. Where are you, Extra Credit? Yep, Extra Credits. Okay, Extra Credits.
You were close.
Yeah, I was close. But I recommend you to at least look up Extra Credits and watch some of their videos. Right now, they're on the collapse of the Bronze Age in their history thing, and that's really cool.
That does sound really neat. I will definitely check them out.
Cool.
The Bronze Age.
Do you know when the Bronze Age was, Dax?
Before the Silver Age?
I'm pretty sure it was before I think it was before the Iron Age, but okay. Well, it makes sense. Technically, yeah, in comic books, the Bronze Age was the first age. Oh, no. We're in the Bronze Age now, aren't we? In comic books, I have to look that up, too. Because there was the Gold Age, the Silver Age, and now the Bronze Age. So, okay. So, we covered some TV shows and YouTube channels. Let's go on to an interesting story. Maybe not a story, but at least talking about a subject that I thought was really cool. So it looks like SpaceX is continuing to shoot rockets up into the sky. As per usual, they have in the last 2 weeks, they've shot off 2 or 3 rockets. One of the rockets was actually, maybe 2 of them were refurbished from other rockets, which that's really cool because this is the first big company that's not part of that is not a country that is just taking space technology and stuff into the next tier.
Yeah.
I say we fire things at the moon!
They have been firing stuff at the moon. But they've mostly been a delivery system, I'm not going to lie. That's what they've been, a delivery system. One of their packages they delivered a package over to, the space station. They've been putting satellites up in the air. Pretty much their name is the Space Exploration Technologies Corporations, better known of course as SpaceX. They are an American aerospace manufacturer and space transport service. Pretty much, you've heard of Elon Musk, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Dax, you heard of Elon Musk?
If I say yes, do I get a cookie?
Yes, you do get a cookie. It's a virtual,
okay, then yes.
A virtual.
I have it.
It's a virtual cookie, and my God, do you just not get out of your house and know nothing about this world?
Bro, there's a lot of things I can care about in this world, and then there's a lot of things that I can.
It's Elon Musk. He's a big
care.
name.
I can care. Okay, and so is Conway. Is it Kanye West? Whatever his name is. I don't even know what his last name is.
Kanyan Us.
Kanyan Yus. Yes. So whatever his name is, he thinks he's the biggest deal on the face of the planet. I'm just like, who? What?
Lord.
What does this guy even do?
Get outside.
I don't care.
Get outside of Utah. You need to learn more about this world.
It's not the Utah thing. It's just more like, if they're not directly involved in my life, I don't care who they are. They're people that have their own lives. Leave them alone.
But it's Elon Musk. He's trying to get people to colonize Mars. Have you at least heard of SpaceX? Tell me you've heard of SpaceX.
If I say yes, do I get another?
Oh, picture? Lord, you're killing me. You're killing me here, Dax. We're going to have to educate you. Every time I do this podcast, I am going to bring an educational thing to you so that you know more about this world. But pretty much, they're doing, if anybody is going to be the people who are going to be like, hey, do you want to travel to the moon? You want a one-way, not a one-way ticket. Do you want a two-way ticket to the moon? Because they're like, do you want a one-way ticket to Mars? Because we're sending you up there to die. Which technically they're just sending you up there to colonize, but they ain't bringing you back.
If there's good internet, sure, why not?
There's Mars internet. Sadly, the provider is Comcast.
No.
But they've been shooting rockets like crazy. It's not like constantly, but they've been shooting a lot of rockets. So I'm excited about that because, that's what we need right now. NASA isn't really getting funding. It needs to do all the cool space stuff we need it to, because, if this world is going to become uninhabitable soon, I would really like, to be able to go to another place that's been colonized.
I think we all would.
But not the moon. I don't want to go to the moon. I'd rather go to Mars. So he's been, I'm excited about it. 2018, they're looking to become the first to have the first instance of lunar tourism, which sadly I assume that's just going to be very rich people. I doubt me and you can afford it.
Very, very rich people.
Yeah,
We'll just put it on your credit card.
Oh Lord, I hope not. It's like, what is this? I had to go to the moon. So you spent $2 million going to the moon? Yes.
Who wouldn't spend $2 million to go to the moon?
People who don't have $2 million.
Pretty sure my credit limit doesn't go that high.
Well, you got to work on that then, Club. So
Guess I have to.
Yeah.
Just gotta buy more, spend more.
So we're gonna hopefully see within the next few years at least them doing these tours to different, outer space to people, which everybody's gonna love. Though I don't see the colonization of Mars being anytime soon. Though there are a lot of people who have signed up to colonize Mars. I heard there's even a wife who has a husband and child, but she wants to go to Mars even though she's leaving her children and her husband behind. People really want to go to Mars. People really.
I mean, why
wanna
not?
go. Yeah, true. You'll be like, I'm the first one to go to Mars. So that's going to be stuff to look at in the future. And I guess this segment's going to now be called Let's Educate Dax. Because it seems that's a thing we're going to have to do.
No.
Well, guys, I think that's about it. Do you guys have any closing statements? Closing statements?
Thanks for having me on the podcast.
No problem, Calypso. Anytime. Anytime. Dax, do you have something to say?
Nope. Other than the fact I have a strange desire to see a goat run and jump down a hole.
Wait, what? Why do you have that desire? Okay.
I don't know.
I'm not going to ask. I hope everyone had a good one, and I'll see you next time.
Bye!
Bye bye.